Our Jedi Master was captured by some mercenaries. Okay, let's talk to the
There is
disciple. This is going to be a lot of
something I have
talking.
observed, and now I feel I must say it. I have found your presence to be inspiring. With your growth in the Force, you seem to have found your center, and throughout the dangers we face, you remain calm and focused.
Yeah.
I understand now why others followed you to war. Perhaps that is what leadership is. And it is something I have seen in only a few during my travels. In any event, it has been some time since I traveled with a Jedi, nor one so firmly upon the path. I wanted to thank you. I fear the stories that were spoken of you have misrepresented you, and if I have the opportunity, I shall reverse them whenever they arise.
Thank you.
Very well. Then I shall keep my favorable opinions to myself.
Other questions? Okay. Nothing.
Forgive me. I wanted to discuss why you
okay.
chose to leave the Jedi Order and accept exile.
To protect innocents on the Outer Rim?
I see. And because you went to war, they cast you out?
I thought so.
Do you have a record of this trial?
Yeah.
Perhaps I shall examine it when I get the chance. With your permission.
Yep, go ahead.
I appreciate your trust. Thank you. The record of the exile's trial. I wish to see it.
Okay.
I have studied the holorecord of your trial. I am unsure what to make of it. I must confess that I was searching for some meaning beyond the records. A reason for why one would leave the Order.
Why?
Did you know that exile is a rare sentence? It is not really something that the Order can enforce. Believe it or not, it was really your choice.
Why would I choose such a thing?
I do not know. That is a question best answered by yourself. But it is you who made the choice to turn away, not them.
I don't believe it.
I'm not certain I do either, but it is something worth considering.
Are you sure I don't know you?
You are
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
I am afraid I have not been entirely open with you concerning my past. If I look familiar, it is because we have met before, at the Enclave on Dantooine, many years ago. As on Coruscant, Force-sensitive children are taken to Dantooine as well, though it is done rarely and only with those they believe are destined to become Jedi Knights. It is the secret nature of the place. If you are not chosen by a master when you have come of age, however, then the path of the Jedi is denied to you. I met you on Dantooine, long ago, briefly. You taught us how to move within the Force and see it flow within others. How to see it in the behaviors of others and use that sight to achieve truth. It is difficult to explain the difference between you and Master Vrook, but I think it is because he was knowledgeable, but not a leader, not a mentor. You were different. We could all feel it. And I knew that if I were to have a master, I would want it to be you. And then you went to war. Many Jedi went to war, and the Jedi Masters proclaimed that you were Jedi no longer. Atris, the mistress of the Archives, was first among them. I knew at that moment that if you would no longer be a Jedi, then you must be correct. I realized I did not want to be a Jedi. Instead, I wished to follow your path. And in any event, there was no one to train me, even if I wished it. They all went to war, as I grew past the age of acceptance.
So yeah, you turned away because of me?
It is possible to forget the Force, you know. If you have not felt it strongly enough, then there is little to miss. But I never felt the Force as strongly as I did when I was with you. And so I decided to serve the Republic, study the Jedi teachings, gather them perhaps. It was important to me to understand the Jedi now that they were gone. I felt some part of you should be preserved, so that your lessons would not be lost.
Yeah, sorry, it had such consequences.
Perhaps. I still harbor doubts about the path I walked.
Okay, let's see. If you were once a Jedi, what are you doing for the Republic?
I am on a diplomatic mission. I am one of several tasked with attempting to contact any remaining Jedi and convince them to return to the Republic.
Have you had any luck?
I do not think it is a matter of luck or chance. Only my own inability to find them. While the Enclave trained me for many things, I am afraid that the life of a bounty hunter was not among them. I suspect my turning away from the Force is also a hindrance in such cases. I imagine the Jedi would be easier to find if I still maintained my connections to the Force.
Do you know what happened?
No.
Okay.
It is something of a mystery why they would exile them. It is not the way of the Jedi to... I fear that there is something else at work. Something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi...
Okay, yeah, we... Okay, other questions.
That is hard.
Tell me about your training on Dante.
Many Jedi went to go fight in the Mandalorian Wars, and few returned. To their disciples left behind on Dantooine, on Coruscant, there were few masters to train them. I was one such student. Perhaps not as strong in the Force as the others, but it really did not matter. The teachers left behind were few. Only a few students were accepted as the Mandalorian Wars raged on, and when I came of age, there were no masters left to train me. It was for the best, I think. I had begun to have doubts, and I think the masters were aware of them.
Do you blame the Jedi who left?
Never. I have seen you, traveled with you. My life was mine, not chained to yours.
Okay. Let's influence game.
Yes?
Now
Is something wrong?
Questions?
That is hardly a
What do you know about force bonding?
A force bond? What do you mean?
Yeah, if a connection with another could be lethal for both.
I'm not sure I understand.
I mean, what?
No. I thought I had heard mention of such connections in some of the holocrons, but I do not possess them. They are part of the holocrons that were taken from the Enclave.
What do you remember?
I know some of what you speak. It is said that when a Jedi and Padawan establish a close connection, that they can feel each other across distances and coordinate their movements in battle. The intensity of the connection varies. That bonding is said to also be something that manifests itself in such techniques as Bastila's battle meditation, the ability to touch the minds of others, to demoralize or inspire them. It is also said that moments of death or near death may also cause such bonds. The stronger one is in the Force, the stronger the connection.
Is it ever lethal?
I've never heard of a bond being lethal. I suppose such a thing is possible. I had not truly believed Bastila's battle meditation until I had seen it in action.
Okay. They can feel each other across distance, but what about thought?
Thoughts. Images, perhaps, but not actual communication and words. A bond often causes a sensation to be passed along it, such as extreme fear and pain. Still, I have seen Jedi who have the ability to communicate with aliens and beasts. It is a rare thing. Perhaps telepathy is one such talent.
Okay.
That is hardly...
Nope. Okay. I thought we could get our influence up just from talking. We'll try again a little bit. Doesn't really help. Okay, just tell me about the Republic.
I do not know if you
Maybe
are
there's an
aware
influence
of how
that
fragile the
disappeared.
Republic is at the moment. Its influence is stretched thin, and it grows weaker with time. Still, there is hope, and I must remind myself of it, even when times grow dark. As long as we hold Onderon and Telos, then perhaps we have a chance.
What would need to be done to save the Republic?
There are many factors. Aside from protecting Telos and Onderon, we need a rallying force. We need the Jedi, even if they are just figureheads. That is why I traveled to Dantooine, to find some trace of them.
How did this happen?
The Jedi Civil War brought much suffering to the galaxy, and the forces that Malak and Revan amassed against us seemed limitless. Many worlds were destroyed, trade routes disrupted, and the Republic fleet was almost decimated. While it is said that Revan and several Republic heroes and Jedi defeated Malak, in many ways Malak had already won.
What do you mean?
The war was costly, and it shattered the Republic. In time, the Republic might recover, but if a threat strikes now, if certain key worlds are not held, then the Republic will collapse.
Then we must do what we can to defend the
That
Republic.
is my thought.
Yeah.
The Republic is not without its flaws, but it is preferable to anarchy. Without supply lines and a standing military, the chaos that would result would be greater than the Mandalorian Wars.
What would need to be done?
There are many factors. Aside from protecting Telos and Onderon, we need a rallying force. We need the Jedi, even if they are just figureheads. That is why I traveled to Dantooine, to find some trace of them. That is hard.
Okay. Gain some influence. Now we
Yes,
should
is something wrong?
questions.
That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know? I think you are right. It is time. I have watched you. You have become strong in the Force again. But that is not all. You have achieved a center in the chaos around us, and I have felt it, my master. The one intended for me, left to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. Now she has returned. And I ask her now if she will train me in the ways of the Force.
Yeah.
The one who was to be my master was lost at Malachor 5. I want you to teach me the ways of the Force, to become a Jedi Knight, what I meant to be.
Okay. Alright. Yep. More Jedi stuff. And now he's a Jedi. Cool. That's why I did not want to spend his level up points. He is a consular, so he will be getting a lot of force powers. To the point, I wonder if it's worth giving him regenerate force points. Let's go ahead and do that. Powers. Battle meditation. Sure. Yep. You're mainly gonna want charisma, right? Persuade. Just a little bit of wisdom because she needs more of that. Yep. Powers. Just one. Yep. We want stuff that's going to buff us. Skills. We're going to treat injury. Feats. Do we give you 2 weapon? I mean, you already kind of have it. It's like a waste to not max it out. Sure. Why not? Anything else in here? Okay, take this. And that honestly may be pretty good as well. But we'll grab that. Alright, skills. Powers. Force for win. Okay, what else do we want? Probably... Where's Destroy Droid? Alright, point in wisdom. Is there anything in here that, helps with force powers? Deflection's pretty good. Saving throws, that may be worth it. We'll do empathy. Okay. Heal. Battle meditation. Okay, accept in skills. Powers. Disable droid. Accepts. Okay. Equipment. We want stuff that gives with some like that. Sure, and that. And the targeting visor. And that. Sure, just for the decks. And then you will dual wield. So we need something for the offhand. We really have nothing for the offhand? Okay, whatever. We just have 2 of those for right now. And an energy shield. And a melee shield. Okay. Now can we open the door? Turn off solo mode. Or do we need to blow up this one? Return to main. Open? Nope. Okay. Overload the terminal. Give me 10 seconds. That should open it. Yeah, there we go. What's in the bag? A couple weeks and no one has come to me. I can only assume Alco was destroyed, now buried alive. Judges. Okay. So that is what happened to the technician. And I got buried under the rubble and stuck in the room. Anything in here? Not a whole lot. Wow, that was unfortunate. Not a whole lot of good stuff in here. Okay, that is it for the Enclave. So now we can get out of here. That is, I think, everything we could do. Okay. Thief catching dealt with. Okay. Probably go back to the outpost. And then once we turn in everything, we will go search the cave. Trying to find the Jedi Masters. Oh.
I am listening.
For no reason. Let's just, honestly, wait 1 second. He should have a lot more equipment now. 50, 70. Yeah. Dex plus 3. Okay, that's good. Grab that. Keep that. Close. For my repair kits. On your shield. Okay. Do the dialogue.
Braved the perils of the sublevel, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates. For now, not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless.
I don't suppose there's a peaceful resolution.
Negotiations are not possible. A deal has been made with anxious people. People you do not cross. And now, Jedi, we shall fight.
Okay. I want to turn him to Jedi support. Let's see. We grab some new abilities. So this is good against Jedi, but not blasters. Good against blasters. This gives us a lot of force stuff. We'll just keep determination. Alright. I will use speed. You will use battle meditation. You will... Do I have a flamethrower? I do. 30 points of damage. Yeah, equip the flamethrower. Spam flamethrower. We should be buffed up now. Night Valor. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Easy enough. I was worried with this one.
You are missing an opening!
Dang. Clear through there pretty good. Mandalorian battle armor. That's not too useful for us right now. Shields. And stay. Alright. To the courtyard. Oh, it's because that party's back.
You still lurking around here? Just go back to Kunda. You're not gonna find any Jedi artifacts here. Except the ones I'm selling.
Okay. She's not who I need to talk to. What if I can now?
Jerry knew the risks. He wouldn't do
Oh, we
anything
left him in there.
different to his
Crap.
now situation.
That's right. Let's run back. We have the one body we found, but we found this guy too. We just didn't let him out because it was still dangerous. Whoops. Okay, place is clear.
Is that you? I thought I heard something. Is it safe yet?
Yes.
You must be fierce with a blaster then. Give me a moment, I sort of jammed the door a bit. Just don't leave.
Thanks for saving me. I thought those leg wrecks had me for sure.
Okay, we've already done that, so what were you doing down here?
It's all Tapelay's fault. She said the entryway to the sub-level was safe enough. This area's hardly been explored. We barely got in here. And then everybody started going left and right, grabbing anything they could. It was every man for himself, and nobody was watching for leg wrecks. Then before you know it, we were under attack by those beasts. So salvagers were running every which way, and they left me to die.
Did you find anything?
No, I didn't get anything. Now I'd just like to
I
leave.
don't believe you.
I guess you're right. I grabbed a couple of things in the room we were in. I didn't want to tell you because you might make a claim for it. I need the credits.
I could pay you for what you found.
Now, I hadn't thought of that. We could arrange something like that. That would work. I managed to grab 3 things. One's some sort of crystal, and the other looks like parts. For a lightsaber, maybe, I don't know. If you give me 1,300 credits, you can have it all. Now, that'll be enough for me to get off this rock. No returns on this. You're
Fair enough.
stuck with what you buy.
Can I see what it is first?
Well, it doesn't work that way. Maybe it's worth a lot more than 1,300 credits and you make off real good. Maybe it's a lot less and I make off real good. You can buy it from me here or at the salvager camp. I'll hold on to it for you. I owe you that much at least. Just don't take too long.
Okay, here's the credits.
Ha ha. A pleasure doing business with you. And now I can finally get passage back home. I hope that junk is worth it to you, I really do. I'm going to the salvager camp. It'll take some time to get things in order. Come visit if you like, but if you don't like what you bought, it isn't my problem.
Yeah. What do we got? Some lens, yellow crystal, and disrupting emitter. I mean, yeah, it was probably worth it. Okay, nothing else in here. I guess if you don't already have the lightsaber, it'll give you the a part. Though I think that's part of the restored content mod, as is the Thief quest. Okay. Now we can go out here. Who do we need to talk to? Okay. Alright. Is that really it? Caves. Another salvager with a will on it. Okay, thief catching. Does no one care about the thief? What if we talk to this guy?
Ah, the traveler has returned. I hope the Dantooine is providing suitable distraction and entertainment for you. So, what should we talk about?
Okay, no, there's probably gonna be a quest that just sits there. I don't think anybody... Alright. Back we go. See if we can hand in some of these.
It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something?
The soldiers who died in the Enclave.
I'll tell you what I tell all those grubby salvagers. No body,
Yep.
no claim. I'm no longer even looking at wills or credit notes, and if you think that's gruesome, then go space yourself. Let me see the will. I'll be glad to get rid of this claim and get those salvagers out of my
Yeah, we
headquarters.
have one of the wills.
He left all his possessions to one of the other dead salvagers. Will I ever get rid of that damn Jedi garbage? Guess nobody gets it now. The administrator will have to figure out what happens to them. And until then, the salvagers are gonna keep bothering me.
Alright, light side points. You can, as you saw when we picked up the will, convert it so that way it says to give it to you. So you can get more lightsaber parts.
It's you again. You want...
No, I'll be going. I think everything else is the same. What else is there? Let's see, is there a way to complete this, or is it just stuck now? Oh, okay. I see. So this is all part of this quest.
Any luck on getting my modulator back from Joran? I don't think anyone here will be able to help me.
I found your thief.
Excellent. How did you deal with Joran?
It wasn't Jordan or something.
It has to be someone near their camp, and no one else lives around them. You might be right, but I doubt it.
Yeah, the salvager's right by him too.
Are they turning on their own? Typical. That's about all I know. I've never seen the thief clearly. Do you have any idea who it is?
Former Padawan.
Well, Jedi never stop meddling with our world. Even now they're causing problems for us. She's part of the reason why our world was invaded. Why many families were wiped out by the Sith. Endless interrogations.
Yeah, she was just going through a tough time.
So she has it rough now. She deserves it.
And yeah, you're supposed to.
You don't think I know that? I fought in the war, and it was fallen Jedi that were responsible for the greatest atrocities. They're dangerous and too prone to fall into unspeakable evil. We'd be better off if they were extinct.
Yeah, they're also responsible for saving.
They saved us from their own kind. Without them in the first place, there wouldn't even have been a war.
Yeah, I don't want to get
Here's your reward. Finally, I can get back to work.
Cool. Alright, that's that quest handed in. So we go ahead and turn this one in.
I hope that you haven't run into any difficulties you couldn't deal with. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Yeah, I have some evidence.
What have you learned, Jedi? Forgive me if I seem to doubt your word.
Okay.
But I won't impugn Saron on the basis of hearsay. So unless you have any physical evidence...
Never mind then. Alright. Mercenary, but she says she can't take action without hard proof. Okay. Good enough. Let's go. We're gonna stop by the ship real quick. Because we have an HK part. Which may be the last one I think that we need. And some dialogue, looks like. You alright?
The more worlds we travel to, the more questions I have. It's not just the hardships of the people, but something more.
Yeah.
You are right, but there is something more at work here.
Something about the worlds themselves?
Yes. These dead worlds, they have a pattern to them. They were all touched by the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War. But sometimes, well, I feel as if they are all connected in some other way. The attacks on Qatar, Telos itself, the decay on Dantooine. Something is wrong with life. The connections have been damaged, sickened. Sometimes I feel like I almost understand and then it just slips away.
So close.
Perhaps if we visited all of them, it'd be more...
Perhaps. Dantooine is only one of the worlds. It was only the start of the journey. I would like to study the other locations. It is curious that the Jedi Masters chose those worlds to travel to. I wonder if the two are linked, but I know not how.
Okay. Damage HK unit. We're up here.
Diagnostic. HK47 activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
Are you okay?
Answer. If by okay, you mean the loss of almost all my existing assassination protocols, then no, I am not okay. Furthermore, I seem to have no discretionary control over my vocabulator, causing me to reveal my true function as an assassin droid of unrivaled sophistication.
What were you, or why were you in the storage hold?
Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar.
Hey, there's T3.
Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task.
Any idea what happened?
Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason, that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading.
Alright, you look like a lot like the droids that have been attacking you.
Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable.
Oh, okay. There's at least 4.
Statement. Master,
Actually,
I must
more than 4 at
inform
this
you
point,
that
hasn't it?
your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed, I am unique.
Yeah, actually.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation.
You alright?
Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I mean, I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are in fact hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being.
Okay. You're an assassin droid?
Recitation. Yes, as I said, I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy. Master, oh, how I hate that term.
What, meatbag?
Answer. No, Master. I said it again.
Okay, sure.
Answer. Yes, Master.
Yeah, no acting without
Answer.
orders.
Yes, Master. HK47 is ready to serve.
Cool. HK is now in the party. Alright. Is there anything else we need to do while we're here on the ship? E3, you're all in the way. Is my repair skill high enough now? Yep, cool. And probably our computer and our repair skill are probably high enough. All done. +1 int and wisdom. It's like I was meditating there for a second. Questions? Repair. Ooh, okay, we don't have high enough repair. Okay. Try again later. Fine, I'll be going. Let's see, do we have gloves that will make a repair higher? Computer use. Computer use. Nope. Okay. The repair's not there yet. Let's go ahead and do some more talking with HK.
Statement. Master, I must express some degree of concern. As I have studied your actions, looking for potential vulnerabilities to exploit, I have found several.
Vulnerabilities?
Statement. You seem disposed to helping others, not harming them, as I have come to expect and anticipate from organic meat bags across the galaxy.
Why are you studying me for vulnerabilities?
Statement. Master, it is nothing personal, but professional pride dictates that I keep a running tally on any potential weaknesses in my masters. And, of course, the weaknesses of any other sentient meatbags, droids, or other targets who are in service to my master.
To protect me?
Hypothetical. Master, it is entirely possible that one day you may no longer be my master, and that my new master might get jealous of our prior relationship. It has happened before. As a result, I have a responsibility to know your weaknesses should I be required to assassinate you.
Okay. You don't have to call me Master, by the way.
Statement. Oh, I am aware of that, Master. I simply use it to give you the illusion of control and obedience. Humans often need such comforts until the end comes.
What do you mean the end?
Consolation, Master. Everyone dies eventually, and not all of them by my hand. Even droids die when not routinely maintained, sadly enough.
Okay, that's a question.
Statement. Ah, you wish to conduct an interrogation? Very well, proceed.
Not interrogation, just questions.
Statement. Very well, Master. But if you wish to be brutal and vicious about it, know that I am trained for such things. Do your worst.
No, I'm not interrogating.
Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point. Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself. I would be saddened if you held back.
Okay. Talk about the other HK units.
Statement. Ah, yes. Them. Very well. What did you wish to know?
Do you know where they're being made?
Answer. Master, I do not know. I have tried in vain to find it, but so far the location of the factory churning out these copies has eluded me.
How this happened?
Statement. I have no idea, Master.
Was that a malfunction?
Statement. Oh no, Master, surely you are mistaken. I would never malfunction in such a way on purpose.
Okay, some more questions.
Statement. Ah, more questions. Wonderful.
Who was your previous master?
Answer. Master, ironically enough, I seem to have developed a sudden bout of memory loss. I shall struggle to recall an answer to your question, but for now, it is sadly beyond my capabilities. Consolation. Besides, you are a fine master. Do not be worried about being rendered insignificant if I were to inadvertently compare to some silly old master I once possessed.
Okay, more questions?
Statement.
Yeah, for a sophisticated assassin droid, you don't seem that advanced.
Statement. Master, you wound me. Not physically, but in my behavior core. It is true that I once possessed many more protocols and upgrades, but time and damage has taken its toll. And I am afraid that I have a rather long history of memory problems, which has also compromised my effectiveness as well. Still, you will find me a valuable asset, Master, willing and able to terminate anything you point me towards.
Okay.
Statement.
How'd you get scattered all over the galaxy?
Theory. Well, Master, I believe I was shot repeatedly. Once reduced to my component parts, I suspect pieces of me were sold across the galaxy. Statement. I am an extremely valuable piece of equipment after all, Master. My parts were no doubt costly to obtain, and their new owners hesitant to part with them.
Yeah.
Statement.
That is accurate.
That is indeed unfortunate, Master. It is merely another thing my attacker will answer for. I would be most distressed if you were to shoot me, attack me, or dismember me in any way. I do not wish to repeat